Welcome to the present. If you're joining me for the first time, do me that favor. Strike a like on the video. It doesn't cost you a penny. Do that by supporting the chat by striking a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. What are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. It's very, very important. Let me repeat myself for those that are back who didn't hear me the first time. If you're joining me for the first time, why don't you do me that favor? Strike a like on the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. So what are we doing this time? We're doing the week 5 review of the EPA result this weekend, right? I'm smiling. Arsenal won at the Goodison Park. That had been a voodoo ground for us for a long, long time. Finally, we've broken that curse. I'm smiling. I'm happy. I understand whatever is going on at the other side of Manchester. Yeah. No, it is what it is. We're happy over the side of the we'll come to that side. Let's go through some of the results. Starting from Saturday, right? So let's start from Saturday. Let's start from Wolves against Liverpool. Liverpool, yeah, they got the results, but let's be fair, the first half was diabolical. The first half performance by Liverpool was rotten. Now, watching that game, we all knew that if Liverpool could actually escape the first half without getting being pummeled, they will come back in the second half and they will do the damage. And we saw what they did. Wolves should have finished Liverpool up in the first half. They should have just killed the game. Liverpool were on the ropes, but for some reason, Wolves could not finish their dinner. The Cunha was missing chances. Neto was on top of Gomez, was creating chances. They were not converting aside from the only goal they scored. And the second half, Liverpool came back redeemed with renewed energy. And what happened? They scored 3 goals. Now, based on second half performance, Liverpool deserved to win. But based on the first half performance, you could have the sentiment that Wolves should have actually ended the game in the first half, but they didn't. The game is about results. If you don't finish your dinner and the second half, the other team resurrect and finish their dinner, you are to be blamed. Even though I share the sentiment of some people saying that Liverpool shouldn't have won that game, I get it, but I'm sorry, eventually they won the game. Wolves should have actually dared Liverpool. They didn't do that. Liverpool came out in the second half and they deserved the win. They controlled the second half. They were a superior team to Wolves in the second half and they deserved the victory. They ended that one by beating Wolves 3-1. Aston Villa against Crystal Palace. Another funny game. Aston Villa actually came to life in the dying minutes. Like most of these teams on Saturday were just coming back in the dying minutes in the second half. The first half, Aston Villa against Crystal Palace, there was not much to differentiate them. Aston Villa took the lead. Crystal Palace, sorry. I'm mixing up. Crystal Palace took the lead. I was thinking, Crystal Palace could actually go ahead and get this victory for their manager. We heard the news that Roy Hodgson actually was hospitalized and he couldn't be part of the coaching team. Hopefully, we wish him a speedy recovery and he can come back into his post as quick as possible. So I was thinking the players are going to do it for their manager, not knowing Aston Villa had other plans. Aston Villa actually scored 3 late goals to actually win against Crystal Palace at the Villa Park. Fulham against Luton. We all know there's going to be just one winner. Luton are the whipping boys of the English Premiership. Yeah, they were promoted last season. They do not have the players, in my opinion. Shout out to Sambi. Sambi actually started that game for Luton. We know, as an Arsenal fan, we loan Sambi to Luton to see whether he can get some game time and renew his confidence. Unfortunately, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that great. It's also performance from Sambi Lokonga. And for me, Fulham deserve the 3 points they got at home against Luton. Manchester United against Brighton. The saga continues. Manchester United can't seem to get a break from on-field disaster to off-field disaster. We know the story concerning Sancho, Anthony. Even though before this match, if you watch my preview, I said it. Brighton are a better team, and on a good day, can we just stop capping? On a good day, a Brighton can beat any team in the top 6. So I understand there's banter to these things, but let's stop capping. On a good day, Brighton can beat Manchester City. They've beaten Arsenal before. They've beaten Liverpool. They've beaten Spurs. Why are we acting as if we are so shocked? I get it. It's a good time to banter Manchester United, but on a good day, Brighton are a very good team. The performance for the first 20 minutes from Manchester United wasn't bad, but they couldn't maintain it, and they allowed Brighton go into the game, and they conceded 3 goals. They came back with a consolation goal at the diamonds of the game, but that wasn't good enough. And now I can see a lot of commentary regarding Manchester United, or they're in crisis. Ten Hag should be sacked. The players are not good enough. Yes, it's easy to actually pile everything on the manager's doorstep because he picks the team. But let's be fair. Manchester United have been in the dumpster fire for a few years. It's not solely the Glazers' fault. It's not solely Ten Hag's fault. It's a mixture of both. I don't think Ten Hag is as good as a lot of people are rating him. And some of the signings, let's be fair, have been shocking. Buying players for huge transfer fees and huge salary who are not worth that. Rashford, very selfish. Nobody's going to get on him because he's English. Rashford was very selfish, even though Brighton outplayed Manchester United. They had a few chances that if Rashford was selfless, maybe the result would have changed. Now, the performance might not be the greatest, but maybe the result would have changed. But unfortunately, Manchester United are in a mini chaotic situation. I won't call it crisis yet, because like I said, Brighton can beat any team on any given day. So let's not act as if Brighton are not a decent team. So Spurs against Sheffield United. Spurs came to life in a dying in the 8 minute added the 8 minute added to the full time in extra time. That was when Spurs actually came back to life to win the game. Now, when it was 90th minute and the other 8 minutes, I was telling a friend of mine, do not celebrate, even though I'm a Gunner and a Manchester United fan, who was thinking, yes, Spurs are going to be dent. Like, let's calm down. Because watching the game, you could tell that Spurs had the upper hand. They had superior players, they had superior possession, but they couldn't convert and create clear-cut chances. But with 8 minutes of added time, you could see the fear in the faces of the Sheffield United players. And actually, that's why in my opinion, they succumb to that defeat. And within the 8 minutes added on time, Spurs actually scored 2 goals from Richarlison and Kulusevski to end the 3 points. Then let's go to West Ham against City. We all knew it's going to be just one winner. Even though I was thinking West Ham will actually give Manchester City a game, they were actually cowardly. They refused to actually give Man City a game. They were cowardly. They scored the first goal. You would think they will manage it properly, but they actually continued to retreat back. They were not attacking. They're relying solely on counter-attack. You cannot do that against a Manchester City team because of the superior talent. They have the Haaland, they have Alvarez, they have quality player. The Doku guy is looking quality, right? Came back, even though West Ham had the lead in the first half. Immediately, second half started, Doku with that solo move made it 1-1, and from there we knew it's going to be just one winner, which was Manchester City, and which they eventually did. Newcastle against Brentford. Now, Newcastle, after suffering 3 losses, they needed to get this result at home at St. James's Park, which they did. Brentford, yeah, it was a so-so game, very competitive game, but at the end, Newcastle got in my opinion, they shaded in terms of performance, they shaded in terms of chances, and they actually got the win against Brentford. Now, Bournemouth against Chelsea. This was very funny. Very funny game. Because a lot of us are expecting at least Chelsea can actually get a spark back by going to Vitality Stadium to beat Bournemouth. Because on paper, after spending £1 billion, you think they have the resources. But no, Chelsea were lethargic. They were out of ideas. They had no creativity. Jackson was huffing and puffing as usual. He has all the aesthetics of a hustler, but he doesn't score. No GA, no goals, no assist. Very soon, I will not be surprised when the Chelsea fans decide to turn on Jackson. They've been praising him. I'm sure their patience is beginning to wear a little bit thinner match by match. So Chelsea, very disappointing result. People were expecting at least you can get something, get a victory against Bournemouth, but unfortunately they couldn't do that. The last game on Sunday was Everton against Arsenal at the Goodison Park. We know how Arsenal have a wretched record, very horrible. Well, that's a horrible record rather. Pardon my slip of tongue there. Very horrific. Last 6 years, we've never gotten any decent result. The last time we get something that seemed like a result was a draw. But this time, with the quality at our disposal, I was going to this match very confident. I wasn't surprised. But Everton were actually diabolical. They refused to come out and play. They were ultra defensive, low block. This is the worst I've seen Everton play. Like, they were not ambitious at all, trying to score. They were trying to play for a draw. This is pathetic. Like, After the interview, I heard from Sean Dyche when he was telling Simon Jonah on Talksport that if you had better quality players, he can actually play progressive football. The Everton team is not as horrible as they played. These are some decent players. Look at how defensive minded they play, hoping to hit a smash and grab. Unfortunately, they couldn't do that, and Arsenal actually got the 3 points at the Goodison Park after 6 years of not getting result there. That looks good. Now, that is the weekend, week 5 roundup of the result. Yes, there's a match to be played tomorrow, right? There's a match tomorrow. Let me check that match to make sure I don't say the wrong thing. I think it's Burnley against Nottingham Forest. Yeah, one more match tomorrow. Nottingham Forest against Burnley. That's the only match to be played tomorrow. That match, I don't think a lot of us want to watch that match because I don't know too many fans of Nottingham Forest. I don't know too many fans on Burnley. If you ask me for a prediction, I think Nottingham Forest will to actually take the result against Burnley at home. So if you look at the table, let's go how the table looks right now. Manchester City, 100% record, 5 games, 5 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses, 15 points. Tottenham a second, 4 wins, 1 draw, 8 goals different, 13 points. Liverpool, 5 played, 4 wins, 1 draw, 8 goal difference, 13 points. Arsenal, 5 played, 4 wins, 1 draw, 0 loss, 5 goal different, 13 points. So we are chasing Manchester City. Manchester City, have, for the first time in a long while, have started with 100% record in their first 5 games. And let's see how it goes. So let's see. It's looking good for Arsenal. And Arsenal obviously can see behind me. I think this is going to be different. I'm loving the team, even though people are arguing that we have not been playing fluent football. You have to understand that teams now know we are title contenders, and they are going to be ultra defensive compared to last season. Teams didn't know how we're going to fare, so they were more open to attack us. Compared to now, things have changed. You have to factor that into your analysis of the game. Stop telling me, "Oh, Arsenal not blowing teams out of the water." It doesn't happen like that. Watch Manchester City. How many of their games are they blowing teams out of the water? No, they're just being effective. And Arsenal for me have been very effective. If teams come out to play against Arsenal, which I'm hoping Spurs will do next week, then you see the free flowing football that you want. One team cannot be ultra defensive and the other team trying to play a free flowing football. It doesn't work that way. Both teams must be willing to attack for you to have the spectacle of a match that most of you want to watch. It's so funny that people are saying Arsenal are playing well. The teams you are playing against are playing low block. What do you expect us to do? So we have to bide our time, be more creative so that we're not susceptible to counter attacks. Use your brain. Stop comparing last season to this season. Because last season, most of the teams did not expect the Arsenal of last season. Now they know our identity, they know the quality of players, they know our ambitions, they are going to approach us differently. So let's not just be carried away with this lazy analysis and this lazy talking points that are triggering a lot of Arsenal fans. A lot of Arsenal fans, especially in the content creation industry, are just saying certain things to trigger traction, to make you argue in the comment section. No. Understand that teams are ultra defensive. That's why Arsenal look a little bit labeled in clean off games or playing these teams. We are still playing free flowing football, just that the other teams are refusing to come out and play. So, guys, let me know what you think of this week 5 review in the comment section. Are you happy with the 13 points out of 15? I think that's a decent return for me. It's not excellent. Only Man City is excellent, so it's not a bad start. I remember a few weeks ago, a lot of you are complaining. I said, calm down. Let's calm down. We are not doing badly. I know it's not excellent like Manchester City, but the season doesn't end here. It's just 5 games. It's not even yet 10 games. It's not yet 15 games. Not yet 20 games. So calm down. The season is still long. So do me a favor on your way out. Like the video. Very, very important. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I appreciate you guys subscribing. And make sure you turn on your notification bell. And I will see you guys on the next one. Ciao.